Welcome back and Happy New Year to the Loading Up podcast. I am one of the co-hosts, Producer Jay, along with my other co-host,
Brother Zay.
Oh, my chest, Brother Tay. My God.
This is not a way to start the new year.
What do you mean? Burping is always a good way to start the year.
Oh, bourbon. Oh.
Yeah.
You trying to do all sorts of trouble.
Sounds about right for me.
How was your holidays, guys?
Can't complain.
Yeah, you won't
That's
complain
it.
if nobody will listen. it's no point in complaining. No, it was all right. You know, low key.
Low key.
Yeah, low key.
Any gifts? Gaming gifts?
Go ahead, Brother Tay.
Gaming gifts? I got another controller for my PlayStation 4. That's about it.
Nice.
No,
What color?
it's the standard one. I didn't want to get any sort of brand new things.
Oh, come on, you gotta get the special edition. If you're gonna get another controller, you gotta get like a different color or something.
No, because my original controller was messing up. So this was just like, hey, I need to get something fixed.
Touche.
Pretty much, I got some lot of clothes. A lot of clothes. That's pretty much it. As an adult, that's pretty much what I can.
I was just about to say, as an adult, that's pretty much par for the course.
That's a
I
good
got
Christmas.
socks. I literally got socks from my grandmother, and I was so happy because I needed them and I didn't want to buy them.
Oh my God,
Socks are expensive, man.
Nah, I got maybe 7 to 10 pairs of socks. I was so hyped. I was like, yes, that's what I needed.
What about you, Brother Zay?
So, you guys may know, but not the world. I got my son a PS5 for Christmas.
Now the world knows.
Yeah,
Now the world knows
finally.
that you're a kid.
I mean,
He's pulling a Drake.
He's been brought up a few times, I feel like.
He was pulling a Drake. He was hiding a child.
Yeah, so I'm currently playing through God of War Ragnarok. So
By you got your son the PS5, I mean you got yourself a PS5.
we're not going to talk about that though.
I like how you went straight to. So I've been playing.
Yeah. No, you know what? I haven't been playing as much as I would like because I have to share. It's on his monitor. He's on vacation. Yeah,
it's my favorite line so far today.
Yeah, you gotta share. It's on his monitor where he plays Xbox and everything. So he's on vacation. I figure once he goes back to school, I'll have some more time to dabble with Ragnarok.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's the I have to share part. It kills me.
Hey, he's being respectful. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of did the same thing with my kids with the Switch. I bought it for me, but they ended up using it, so I shared it with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you bought it for you. The difference is.
But yeah, it's
the starting point was like, it's for me. I'm gonna let the kids use it. His was, I'm buying it for my son. Now while he's busy, right?
We just get in right quick.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, with games like Ragnarok out there, you got to get it in.
Yeah. Which I've been chipping away. I've been chipping away at that game. I know it's a long game, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm never ending. Like I'm not making any progress because I'm too focused on trying to do like all the side quests before I do the main quests.
I felt that.
It's a problem.
I didn't even get to the first mission. I was like, is there any side missions? Or what's this over here? I got to go over here. And then you get there. It's like, oh, you can't do that. You don't have the ability to do that. I'm like, well, damn it.
The worst part is when like there's like a fork in the road and you got to choose between two paths. It's like, okay, which path goes to the main quest so I can go the other way and get the other stuff.
You always go the opposite way. Like Atreus is walking left. Oh, I'm gonna go right.
There you go.
There's a chest over there. I must.
Exactly. It's glowing. It's calling my name.
It's nice and shiny.
No, trust me, I understand. As someone as a Twitch channel with a friend, we've been playing God of War for the past 2 months.
Yeah, it's a good game. It takes forever.
It's a fantastic game, honestly, but it does take forever.
So,
So
aside from God of War, what have you been playing?
Me personally, I'm back to TFT, which is Team Fight Tactics, which is a League Legends game. Like, oh, you know what it is.
Right, yeah, I
I'll
remember you brought
explain
it
to
up
you.
before.
I actually started playing Mario Party. I downloaded all the Mario Kart maps. I'm on my Switch stuff right now.
Oh, you're on your Switch game.
And then in about I want to say 14 days, I'm going to get a upgraded version on my PlayStation 4, but PlayStation Plus. We're going back to Assassin's Creed and
Oh,
Kingdom
that's
Hearts. I gotta finish Kingdom Hearts 3.
you
I
which
never
never.
Assassin's
finished it?
Creed?
I was streaming Kingdom Hearts 3, and then some things happened, and I did not get to finish it.
Okay. Well now you know they have a DLC for it, right?
Look, I will get to that when I get there. Right? No, we don't need to. I don't. I already have those planned out. I don't want to talk about it. I already know I'm going to be upset later.
Well, what Assassin's Creed were you gonna
Oh,
start on?
I did one. I beat two. Technically, I beat two, but two glitched out on me. It made was it Leonardo disappear?
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I collected all the maps and I was gonna bring it to him. He's like, "Oh, Leonardo's not in his shop." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "That's weird. He's normally always in the shop." And then like I turned it off. Like waited a day, came back. He was not. He was no longer there. I was like, the game just broke on me, and I don't know what to do.
Well, not much you can do about that. I'm probably look it up.
Uh,
Well,
one
hopefully
of
they
us.
fix it.
Look, it's gonna be a whole new downloaded game in my world, so we'll find
Yeah.
out, won't we?
Yeah. Man, but you started like pretty much at the beginning then.
Mm-hmm.
You can do
No,
all
this is. I'm gonna. I'll pretty much do. I'll do all of Ezio's storyline, and then go to. I did 4. I beat 4 already.
Okay. That was
So
Black Flag. Okay.
yeah, I beat Black Flag a long time ago. What are the
That was
ones?
the last one I did, and then I stopped.
Wow. Origins
I-
was really good. That's a shame.
I've played like a little bit of each because I have them. I have all the Assassin's Creeds. I've played like the beginning parts of each game. I was just like, oh, let me not because I need to go back and beat what was it? Not Syndicate. What was the one before that? In France.
Oh,
Unity.
Unity. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I need to go
Honest-
back and start.
Honestly, after when they started doing with Unity and all this stuff, I was like, you know what, Assassin's Creed 4 was a good part to leave it. Like, I already cried at the end. I'm okay.
I mean, if you're being honest, they could have ended it at 3, but
3,
Hey.
3, I understand you can finish it at 3, but like 4 was so much better than 3.
well, yeah, from a gameplay perspective, 4 was a lot more fun to play, but from a story perspective, they could have ended it at 3.
Yes,
But
they
you
coulda
know,
ended it.
money.
Listen, Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey were amazing games. You guys are missing out.
Oh, the one where they do it in Great Britain, which I can't remember the name of that one anymore.
It's Syndicate.
That's Syndicate, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was to me that was also an awesome game.
I didn't like Syndicate that much compared to like the others. I didn't like it. I played it, I beat it, but it just wasn't my favorite.
I understand. I can't like no one can get mad at you for it.
I mean, they're all good. It's just varying levels of good.
I guess
My
so.
personal favorite was the last one of Ezio. Was it Revelations or Revolution?
Revelations.
Yeah.
One of the R one. It was an R word. So I like to say
Yeah, one of the R's. That one I liked. But yeah, so I've been, like I said, I've been chipping away at God of War. I've been playing, as you can see, the gameplay. I mean, you can't see, guys, but whoever's watching can see. I've been playing Final Fantasy VII, which I've never played before. Not even the original.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so and I have a story about that, but I'll get to that. But what I've been playing a lot, like literally since yesterday, and it just hit me by storm. Have you guys heard of Marvel Snap?
Yes.
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 Actually, one of my friends actually just told me about it for the phone.
That shit is crack.
It is addicting.
It is very addicting. I cannot put it down. It was one of those things where I've heard about it and I was just like, it's a card game on the phone. Like how addicted can it be? I've played plenty of like phone games and card games, even Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I never got addicted to it. Let me tell you, that shit. Like I've never experienced being so hooked on a game before like that. It's like it. I could not put it down. I would always be like, "Oh, I'll play another one. Just one more, and it's always one more."
There's no such thing as one more to gamers. I keep telling people.
And then, no, the thing is, I was like, okay, if
don't lie to yourself.
If I'm gonna keep playing, I'll be like, okay, I'll play until I lose. The thing is, I don't lose. I don't lose. It's so like rewarding. The dopamine I get from winning is on another level, and I cannot stop. It's so fun.
They definitely know what they're doing with this game because it is addicting as hell.
And it's not intrusive. That's the best part. It's like a lot of the stuff you can just unlock normally. Yeah, they have like you can buy packs and all that stuff, but honestly, you really don't need to.
Oh, I brought packs.
I want to. I'm tempted. I'm very close.
You know what it is? Because I have an Android phone. I don't know what kind of phones you have, but they give us Google rewards. So I had like $10 in Google rewards, and I was like,
it.
"That's buying."
No,
I paid for it.
They gave you the points and you used it.
No. They give you actual cash. They give you money to buy.
No, that's what I meant. You traded in for money or whatever.
Yeah, I did.
My man's trying to give you an excuse. Like, you didn't buy it. Yo.
I know, right?
But all right, you want to say you bought it? You bought it.
I bought it.
But yeah, no, that game is. If anybody is curious about it, just try out, play like 1 or 2 games, because it takes a few games to understand the rules, and once you do, it's over.
Yeah.
The only thing I hate is that it kills my battery. So.
you gotta sacrifice something.
I know. I had my portable charger because I was playing at work on my break, and I had my portable charger hooked in, and normally like it charges normal, like fine, but this one it was still decreasing because
you heard that producer J Supervisor? He's playing games on the clock. He's playing games on the clock.
Break.
I heard he was on break. Don't be snitching now.
Yeah.
He's not on break. That is a lie.
All right. Maybe I snuck a few games in while I was on the clock.
HR, please come to
the. But yeah. So I have a story to tell.
Oh no.
Let's hear it.
So as I said, you'll hear. Oh, as you heard earlier, I mentioned that I recorded gameplay of Final Fantasy. If you watch in the video, you can see.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see us, but you'll see it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys will see it after the fact if you decide to watch it again. But, but let me tell you, the headache that I had trying to get this to work properly, because. All right, so the way I record gameplay is I have a pretty old Elgato capture card. It's I think it's just called the HD60 or whatever. It came out like maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago, one of them. So it records good quality though. It's like 1080p. That's all you really need for YouTube anyway. I'm not trying to go like 4K and all that shit. So I record that. The only problem is that it's like a delay. So when I hook it up to my computer, it shows up on the monitor, but like maybe 2 seconds slower. So I can't like hook it up to the monitor and then record while I'm watching the monitor. So I have to do like a pass through to play it back on my TV, so that way I can see it on the TV while it's recording. So okay. I don't know if it's a feature or maybe not a feature, but it's like something with the HD60 because they have newer ones. I don't know if it's an issue with those, but for whatever reason, when I pass through the video to my TV so I can see while I'm playing, it doesn't put audio, so it's just muted. But it records the audio on the capture card. It just doesn't show it on the TV for whatever reason. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's just how it is. It's always been like that, so I just kind of roll with it. So when I record on the Xbox, it's pretty simple. Like all I have to do is just plug in my headphones, and the controller, and the audio comes through, and it still records it in the capture card. So I'm golden. It's not much I have to do else.
Uh-huh.
But PlayStation does not let you play audio from the TV and the headset at the same time. It's one or the other. So when it's passing through the video to the TV, it's not showing audio. So if I plug in my headphones, it'll shut off the audio for the recording. It'll play in my headphones, but it will shut it off for the recording. So I can hear it, but it won't. When I record it, nothing will show up. But then I can't hear it while I'm playing. So I'm just like, do I just play muted? Like I'm not trying to do that because that's a headache in itself. Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know why they do this. I had to look up how to even set it up because for whatever reason you have to turn off a setting when you want to record for like copyright stuff. I don't know.
I know the setting.
Yeah. So it doesn't pass through. So I'm trying to I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because I need to hear the audio if I'm going to record and play at the same time. But I can't just not record the audio. Granted, you don't really hear the audio when I play it, but I have it really low so that way it's like an ambiance type of thing. But still, I don't want to have no audio. So I tried everything. I tried putting the audio, the aux cable from the TV to my headphones to see if it shows up, and it didn't. I tried going from my speakers, my sound bar, didn't work. Tried putting from my headset, the actual headset that I use to like talk. That didn't work. It was so many. It took me an hour and a half. I want to say
my boy's really struggling out here.
Yeah, for real.
It was so frustrating. The way I got it to work was I just so happened to have, and I used to use it. I have a splitter that you plug in a bunch of HDMI cables, and then it outputs it to one, and then you can like switch between them.
Okay.
So I had that. I used that, and it also has an audio out port. So what I had to do was I had to plug it in there, or plug the PlayStation into the splitter, plug the splitter into the capture card, get the audio cable to the headset, and then I was able to hear the audio while I was recording. So there was so many different devices connected to each other, and it was so convoluted. I was just like, why? Why is it so hard to record gameplay, PlayStation? Get your shit together.
I noticed because a friend of mine was just telling us that when he has his PlayStation headset hooked up into his PC, that Sony tries to control the volume settings from the headset instead of his PC's control center. So he would have to restart it. There's a lot. It's not very straightforward with PlayStation.
I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Like I said, I have no trouble with this on Xbox. Once I plug in my controller or my headset to the controller, I get the audio fine. It records the audio. It's fine. But for PlayStation, they just want to make it difficult. I think even the Switch doesn't have this issue.
They don't give a fuck about your feelings. Sorry,
man. No, it's annoying, but I had to get it out because. I literally, and then because it took me so long to figure it out, I was recording into the new year.
Oh,
so well, not almost, because I had to go to sleep. So I was like, "Yo, I'm recording, and it's about to be the new year." I didn't even get to I was getting calls as I was trying to get to bed. But
that's really funny for me for some strange reason. I know you're struggling, but I feel it.
No, it was frustrating, but at least I know now what to do. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The further we move on this from, the better.
Well, slightly. We'll jump right into some Square Enix news.
Yeah, okay.
In light of our gameplay, right?
Right.
So as we all know, Square Enix has released a lot of games on PlayStation, but for all of 2023, Xbox will receive 0 games from Square Enix. Even though they just released Crisis Core, the Final Fantasy Reunion, they just released that on Xbox. But for all 2023, Square Enix will have 0 games coming to Xbox, and it's really sad because that has to do with all the Activision thing. You know, Sony's trying to keep as many games as exclusive as possible with their third-party publishers, and that includes making Final Fantasy 16, and even the remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake, exclusive. Even though the exclusive window for the first part is out and open, they still have yet to port it over to Xbox. And I don't think it's going to happen until at least a year after part 3, maybe.
Yeah. You know, it's what's crazy is that Square Enix is notorious for saying that their games aren't profitable or aren't considered a success.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really make sense why they would lock their games out of a whole platform if they don't see their games as being successful.
I mean, do they have a choice? Is Sony
they could just not take the money?
Yeah, but if they're failing, if they say they're failing, they're not making enough money, and Sony's like, here's all this money to keep it just on PlayStation, maybe they're thinking, we may not have a choice. But you are right. They could make even more money by releasing it on other platforms.
True.
I guess.
I mean, they didn't even have a PC date announced. Not just Xbox. They don't even have a PC date announced.
Wait, didn't they already release it on PC or no?
I'm talking about for Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have a release date for PC, and
that'll come a year after the game releases on PlayStation.
Most likely.
I mean, we hope.
That's what they normally do.
Yeah, well, it's been all but normal since Microsoft brought Activision, or is attempting to buy.
Always got the attempt.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that makes sense. I don't know. It's just it's funny that that's how they view their games, but then they turn around and do this. But like you said, it's probably financial backing is more secure than just trying to release games on multiple platforms. But it's like have a little bit more realistic expectations.
Never.
I mean, Final Fantasy does well on the Xbox. Was it 15? Still sells well, even all the editions that they had out. It's on sale right now on Xbox. So they do well. If Crisis Core release and it was sold out everywhere. You can only probably get it digital unless you pre-ordered it. So the games do well on Xbox. I feel like this is more just Sony saying, "Don't go to Xbox. Here's money."
Pretty much.
That's how it normally works.
Yeah.
Look, man. Look, this money's gonna get this money.
They don't say that about the Switch. They wouldn't dare keep a game off the Switch.
Nintendo has a bigger mouth.
I was gonna say they have deeper pockets.
Microsoft has this thing, but when it comes to video games, everyone knows that their pockets are running straight through Nintendo and Nintendo World.
Yeah, I mean, they're both Japanese companies, so they do business together well.
Perhaps.
So, yeah, it could be. We'll just keep right on going with the news because it's some decent news we got going. Even though it's been slow for the holidays.
I was gonna say we talked off the air that even though it was pretty slow for the holidays, like there's a lot of news.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to talk about.
So get a little bit into the FTC case against Fortnite maker Epic Games. The FTC has the FTC has told Epic that they must pay a total of $520 million in penalties and refunds to settle complaints involving children's privacy and methods that trick players into making purchases.
Something about that statement don't sound right. Maybe it's the children part.
Maybe. No, it's a game, because you know what? It's a game geared toward children. So they're using it, they're taking advantage of the children,
Think of the children.
Exactly.
I always hate that when freaking like politicians or just even regular adults like they bring that up as an argument. It's like you don't give a shit about those kids.
Yeah,
I didn't think we would get to this part of the podcast. That's for a different show.
I know, right? That's the excuse, brother.
Oh my god, there's one thing I saw before we go back to video games. There was like a bill that went through for people to vote on, and like 25 people denied it. It was like its primary care was to investigate sexual assault against children, and 20 people.
And they denied. Some people voted against it. What the fuck?
And it was like, so about that children you were talking about, right? What's going on there?
You better freaking put those people on the list.
Oh, the list? The people saw who did it too. They saw her.
That's crazy.
Well,
that whole thing I don't know what they're trying to prove. I guess it's more optics, like Fortnite or Epic Games got fined, but that's a freaking drop in the bucket. I feel like Fortnite makes like $6 billion a year. Like that's nothing to them. That's like couch change.
Yeah, well, it gets better because the FTC chair Lena Khan, she just states Epic used privacy invasion, default settings, and deceptive interfaces that tricked Fortnite users, including teenagers and children. So that was her statement on them winning the case, basically, against Epic, because that's what they take this as. The FCC took this as a win, saying they must pay. So the company is refunding $245 million to customers who fell victim to so-called dark patterns, as they say.
Just say that you're old and you don't know how the freaking thing works. Because that's what it is. It's like, I pressed the button and it didn't work. Like, no, you pressed the wrong button. Just say it.
No, I must never admit that I was wrong.
That's what it is.
What do you think this is?
The old generation doesn't want to admit when they screwed up.
Yeah. So the second part...
Take my pride to the grave.
Hell yeah.
The second part of that, because it was technically two cases against Epic. So it was $245 million for the dark patterns, as they said, and $275 million for collecting personal information on Fortnite players under the age of 13 without the consent of parents or getting the consent at all. So that is a big win for the FTC, simply because it is the biggest penalty ever issued by them. So they're strutting around because they got a big win over Epic Games. But like you said, Producer Jay, Epic Games makes a ton of money. As a matter of fact, after it was announced that they had to make all these payments and pay all these fines, Epic released every skin they had under their belt, all the Marvel skins, all the anime skins.
Wait, they
basketball
did?
Yes. If you went to after this was announced, if you went to the shop in Fortnite, you can buy every single Marvel skin, My Hero, Star Wars, basketball players. It was ridiculous how many skins were there.
Can I still do it?
I think so.
I'm gonna check.
I think so.
Wait a minute. This is
Epic was like, we're gonna get this money back. Don't worry. Release the skins.
I want that Mandalorian skin for. Hold up.
Yeah, they had like Skywalker. They had Leia and Han Solo, and they had so many different things. It was ridiculous. And I was playing, and I was like, look at this. They're gonna make their money back. They're not even worried.
They were never worried. It's like, damn. They took how much? Oh, word? Release the things. It's like, we'll get the money back right now. It's like, I wanted to hold off on this until after the new year, but fine.
Yeah. So that's the big win for FTC so far. We'll get
win.
Yeah, that their quote unquote win. That's their win. Let them have their win because they're gonna come up with some losses pretty soon.
Yeah.
We'll continue some more news here. Some Xbox Game Pass news. A PlayStation 5 console exclusive, Sifu, has been announced to come to the Xbox Game Pass service in March of 2023, which looks great. I can't wait to jump in. Now that I know it's coming to Game Pass, I'm just gonna wait. I was gonna pick up Stray and Sifu over the holidays for the PS5, but I was like, well, I'll just wait for Sifu because that's gonna be on Game Pass.
Makes no sense. Wait, is it coming to Game Pass? I thought it was just coming to Xbox.
Oh, you're right. It could just be coming out. I mean, either way, I'll get it.
I mean, there's still a possibility. There's still a possibility that they can release it on Game Pass. Because I think, what was it? It was Tunic. It wasn't coming to Game Pass, but then literally the week before it came out, they announced it. So
they announced it, yeah. There's still a chance. Either way, it looks really great. And Xbox is where I play most of my games, so I'll probably just pick it up there anyway.
It's coming out.
Okay, so update. They do not have all the skins.
No? Anymore. Did you just check?
I'm checking now. They have a lot of skins, but it's not all of them.
Brother, producer Jay, how are you? Excuse me, producer, how are you checking this?
On my phone.
You don't gotta lie to us. It's okay. I respect it. On my phone as he plays.
It literally says, look at my thing on Discord. It says playing Fortnite.
That's funny.
He's got Fortnite playing. He's got he's got Marble Snap playing in the other one.
Hey, I may or may not be playing right now. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay. I understand. Like I said, I respect the hustle.
So we'll just keep right on going. We have some more Game Pass news. Microsoft been dabbling in with trying to figure out if they can make a cheaper ad version of Game Pass for what insiders have said maybe $5 for ad service Game Pass, which I'm not sure if I like that idea.
I mean, a lot of services in general, like subscription services, have been not testing, or they've been doing it. Like, I think Hulu's done it for like forever.
It's a TV/movie. Like, well,
it'll work the same way, where pretty much right before you start the game, you'll get an ad, and then
I would hate myself if I get an ad before I start the game.
Well, so think about it this way: it's not for you. Like, you already pay for the higher tier, so It's like you're good. You don't got to worry about it.
I know, but like, I don't like. I even sit there. I can't watch TV because of commercials. I don't want ads. That's why we have Netflix. Yeah, that's why Netflix.
Too old for ads, though.
I will pay Hulu the extra money to not have ads.
But there you go. That's how they upsell you. So I guess it's not downselling. Like, it's retroactively upselling. So they make your subscription more valuable by introducing a lower, less appealing tier to be like, oh, I don't want that. Let me keep this one. Even though it's cheaper, I like this one.
I guess. I'm only complaining because I don't like ads, but I do know that having more options is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
More options is good.
It's never a bad thing.
And honestly, a lot of, especially kids this generation, like I know my kids, like that's all they know is free games on the App Store with ads. And I've taught them to skip it because they know that if I get a charge on my credit card, I'm taking that shit away. So
I guess you're right in that sense when it comes to the younger generation.
Yeah, they're used to ads being everywhere, which is kind of sad, but that's just how it is.
I guess so.
That's crazy.
Brother Tay, would you get the Game Pass if it was $5 with ads?
It would depend on the struggle. I mean, But also, let's not get over the fact. I will never get over the fact that this is not nothing to do with me, but like they were talking to LeBron James about like Spotify stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you could just pay for Spotify not to get any more ads. He's like, and how much would that be? It's like, nah, I'd rather just take the free Spotify.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Just on his. Huh?
He said he's a what's the word? I'm blanking on the word.
Millionaire?
No, like
he's in the millions. He's close to $1 billion right now.
Yeah. What do they call it when like you're stingy?
Oh, Scrooge. I call Scrooge, but it's not the right term.
I mean, yeah, it is kind of. Scrooge was like very protective of his money.
Frugal.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I've read, this is on his own show. Like LeBron was doing has his own TV show, which is still funnier. It's funnier too because it is his own show on HBO, and like his friends are like, "You gotta like spend money on this." He's like, "Nah."
I mean, I guess you don't almost become a billionaire by just throwing out your cash everywhere. Yeah.
All right. Realistically, how many? First of all, how many homes does this guy have? And secondly, what is his like rent? What is his like regular bill?
Think he's renting?
No, he's not renting nothing.
Like mortgage or no, he don't have a mortgage.
No.
But yeah, you're right.
With that on his own.
I'm thinking in pleb terms.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
but like
you got broke terms.
He still has bills, so it's like, what is $10 a month to him?
He has a whole accountant that deals with that. He doesn't even deal with that. Okay.
You think he touches that?
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What is it to him to pay for Spotify? He couldn't.
Don't want to. Like he doesn't. I remember there's a whole thing. Like he refuses like to pay for like game. He refuses to play for any games you could play for free on the phone. Like he just doesn't want to do anything that causes him more money. So I don't know.
I guess.
Anyway,
you can argue with him. To answer your question, would I? Probably, I don't know.
It would depend on what games are on there, right?
Yeah, it depends on what games is on there and what
you would
already have.
With, like doing it if a game was worth it.
Yeah, if not even that, like if I already have a subscription and they're like, "Oh, yours is the lower subscription, but for this you can get this," I'm like, I'm already here with this subscription. Like, it would really just depend on what subscription I already got first and how I make my decisions.
That's what I was saying. Like, if you already have Game Pass, then this is not going to really change anything.
Yeah, but, like, I already have it. I don't really much. I probably don't even care about the other ones.
Well, so we were talking off air, and I know you wanted to bring up Gold, that whole thing. So, I mean, I'll just say it because, I mean, we'll just get right into it. Freaking, what is it? Games with Gold. That shit needs to disappear. Because
I heard you guys talking about it. I was like,
no, that shit. So it used to be good when it was first starting out. Because I want to. What was it? It was like it started on the PS3, right?
What
the PlayStation Plus, where they gave you 2 free games or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, so it started on there, and then Xbox started doing the same thing, where they just gave you 2 free games every month.
Well, no, it was when it came to the Xbox One generation. It was.
Well, yeah, when it came to Xbox One, it was 3.
4 games.
Oh no, it was 4.
2
no, it was. No, because it wasn't backwards compatible yet, so they couldn't offer, or maybe they did, but you couldn't play it.
No, you could play it for sure.
You could play. Well, no, you could play it, but you had to have the 360 to play the 360 games because it wasn't backwards compatible yet.
Well, maybe not yet, but eventually it did make it so where you can have 4 games, 2 360 games and 2 Xbox One games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they gave you 4, which I mean that's pretty good. 4 free games, and some of them were pretty good. Not every month was a winner, but then I think it was last September, or no, yeah, was it September or October? I don't know, but
we don't know.
They stopped giving 360 games, so it's just been Xbox One games. Yeah. But those games have been like the indiest of indie games that you would never even know existed.
Trash. Just say what it is.
I don't want to say it's trash because, I mean, people worked on that game, so it could be good. People have said there's some hidden gems in there, but it's very disappointing compared to...
Those are called cult classics. It's okay. We have words for those.
No. It's trash. They've been giving out trash.
Not all of
games.
them, at least. Not
every month, but like this past month, it was garbage. At least compared to PlayStation Plus, because PlayStation Plus just got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Fallout 76, and Axiom Verge 2. Some amazing games, some really good games.
I think it has to do with just the whole Game Pass effect. Like, they're putting more money into Game Pass, so that's where they want people to go.
So then get rid of gold.
I think it's coming. I think it's coming because
it has to.
I think they're just waiting for a certain milestone to be hit with Game Pass, so that way they can just cut out gold. Because that's been the main selling point for Ultimate, is that you get gold with it along with Game Pass and Game Pass for PC.
Just leave it Xbox Ultimate. That's it. Make the multiplayer free on Xbox, because it's free now for like free games.
Yeah.
So for like Halo and Fortnite and Apex, you can get online free without a gold subscription. Right. So just make it free for everything else. Why is it that we have to worry about paying for online service when we're already paying for things like Game Pass and stuff? Just get rid of gold and be done with it, because it's just been trash the last couple months. And I'll say it's been trash. I don't care about the developers' feelings of those old trash games.
Jeez. Yeah. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
You just did.
Yes. Thank you.
No, but I've said this before, like what I would suggest, or what I hope they would do, it makes more sense to me. And this is what PlayStation did. Take gold and convert that into a new tier of Game Pass. So we were talking about the whole ad tier or whatever. I say don't even do the ad tier. Take gold subscribers, make multiplayer free. Take the gold subscribers and automatically convert them into a lower tier of Game Pass, where you get all the first party games, but you only get first party games.
Hold on. We're gonna have to talk about that one, because
listen. let me finish.
Okay.
So it'll go into let's just say, for argument's sake, $5. It'll convert to $5 a month. You get call it Game Pass Essentials, and you'll get Game Pass. Online's free, and then all the games on Game Pass Essentials are first party games. So like Gears of War, Halo, all the Bethesda games, and eventually when the Activision deal comes through, all those games, everything that Microsoft owns, that's what you'll get. But then if you want more, if you want EA Play, maybe Ubisoft Plus, that's when you get Game Pass Ultimate, because that comes with everything.
If you want more.
You know what? Now that I heard you through,
see, this is why you got.
No, I was
ready to fight you. We're ready to fight, but I'm on your side now. I'm on your side.
I feel like that's the most reasonable option.
Violence without me? That's crazy. I've never heard such blasphemy.
You're the one who's always starting fights.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like that's an easy compromise.
That is a good compromise. I could see that happening, especially now with because the family version of Xbox Game Pass is going to be coming out, so
right
on top of regular Game Pass, Ultimate, and the family version, that's a good alternative instead of the ad version.
Yeah, because then you'll already have the baked in subscribers, because you're just converting gold subscribers. Obviously, you'll give other people a chance to opt out if they don't want to pay for it, which is kind of weird because people still pay for gold. I don't know why people just pay for gold.
Yeah,
but okay.
How do you judge it? We just went through a whole thing.
Listen. They do what they want with their money. I'm just saying it's pretty stupid, but they can do it.
Are you sure?
I'm not gonna stop them.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, I feel like that's better.
That sounds reasonable. I'm good with that.
Microsoft, do it.
Yes, do it. We gotta tag Jeff Grubb into it. let's get it heard. So we'll jump right
Speaking
into
of Jeff Grubb.
Yeah. Yeah, he announced that they're gonna have an Xbox showcase. They're gonna show some stuff for 2023 because Xbox has a lot to prove after having an abysmal 2022 with almost no games. It was like maybe 2 or 3 first party games.
Like smaller games, yeah.
Smaller indie games come out for 2022. And it's been 2 years, going on 3, with no major AAA exclusive first party game coming for Xbox, and we need that. So they have a lot to prove in 2023. And I think with all the games slated to come out, as long as there's no more delays, 2023 has some great potential. You know,
it does. Honestly, and just in general, not just for Xbox, but in general, I feel like 2023 is gonna be. I feel like 2023 is gonna be the 2007 of gaming, because I feel like 2007 was like really hot, because that was when Halo 3 came out, Call of Duty 4 came out. I think Mass Effect came out that year.
Yeah.
A lot of games.
I was like, what?
I think Assassin's Creed 2.
I think it was. Yes, I think it was 2.
And then it was also, there was one more I'm missing. I think it was Portal.
Oh, I don't remember what.
Am I bugging?
We'll have to look at the list sometime, but
yeah,
most likely.
Yeah, no, it was. I just know there was a lot of games, but
yeah,
it was
golden age.
The golden age of gaming was 2007. And then I think Mario Galaxy came out that year too. Yeah, it was a lot. So
sounds like
I think 2023 can rival that, just based on what's coming out from everybody. I know Legend of Zelda's coming out next year.
Yeah. Wait, next year or this year?
Yeah,
hey, listen, we just started.
We just started. Relax. It's gonna take some time to get accustomed.
It is the first. At the time of this recording, it is the first. So we just started.
I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. This ain't my fight. 2023 is a new year for me. Less violence.
Oh, new year, new you, huh?
Right? Yeah.
And more lies. So you need to figure out which one's the truth or not. I'll let you know which one. I'll let you know which one.
Since we're talking about the new year, what are you guys looking forward to?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know. Back.
Yeah, Brother Zay, go first. Go first.
Starfield.
My life.
Starfield is the number one thing I'm looking forward to. I agree. It's. I know, and I say this knowing that like Hogwarts Legacy, I'm really looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy coming out. I want to play the crap out of that game, and I can't wait for it. Like the fact that it got delayed into this year, I'm like, oh, I'm so nervous. So I want that game so bad. But Starfield,
sorry,
the Starfield it's got all the potential to be the next Skyrim, you know. But in space, something I love to talk about. Yeah. And I just can't wait for it. I want that game so bad.
there's a meme that I always see whenever an Elder Scrolls game or a Fallout game comes out. So, you know, they're made by the same people, so they're like very similar.
Yeah.
So whenever, like, let's say a Fallout comes out, the Elder Scrolls fans say, enjoy Elder Scrolls with guns. And then when the Elder Scrolls comes out, enjoy your Fallout with swords. Now we can say, enjoy your Elder Scrolls and Fallout in space.
Yeah. we had a little bit of taste of the in space from Obsidian with the Outer Worlds, which was a really good game.
Yes.
So we got a little taste, but that was more indie version compared to like Skyrim. You know?
Yeah.
So I can't wait for Starfield. It's one of the biggest games of 2023.
See, that I'm excited for it as well, but I'm also super nervous because I don't want another Cyberpunk situation. I got so hyped for Cyberpunk. I literally, it was like I look forward to nothing else but Cyberpunk. Like that's all I cared about because I was ready to just like give up my life for that game. And while I still enjoyed it, I was severely let down. I thought it was gonna be like the next, it's just like I can't even Mass Effect pretty much because I love Mass Effect. I thought it was gonna be like the next Mass Effect for me, where like I was just
you
gonna
had
get
way too much hype.
yeah, no, I was gonna be so entrenched in the lore and the story and everything in the world, like that's all I was gonna talk about. And
he's like, that's all I cared about. And I was sitting there wondering what life was.
But I mean, I still played it a ton. Like I think I put in at least like 80 hours into it. That's a good chunk. But after that, I was just like, yo, I need a break. Like with Mass Effect, I didn't need a break.
You can't. You're comparing it to Mass Effect. You can't do that. That's your problem. You're comparing everything to Mass Effect. You need to
see. That's the thing, because Starfield reminds me of Mass Effect.
How?
It's in space. It's an RPG in space. That's Mass Effect.
No. Mass Effect is a beautiful story. It's a once in a lifetime video game. You know, you can't expect every game just because it's in space and it's RPG. You can't expect it to be like Mass Effect. Because I don't think any game will ever live up to your Mass Effect hype. No game will.
Oh, with that attitude.
Exactly, right? Be positive.
No.
But that's why I get nervous, because I'm really excited for it, but I don't want to be let down.
You need to dial it back
because I know
Bethesda
games, as good as they are, they can be very buggy.
Well, that's why they gave it the year delay.
With as buggy as Bethesda games are,
the year delay will help. The year delay will help.
The year delay will help is funny.
We'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. What about you, Tay?
I still don't know.
Well, you say you're on your Switch. You're on your Switch flow.
Yeah, but like you went on, I started treating video games like I treat movies. I don't want to look up anything. I want to be surprised.
Let me just look in the eShop and see what's going on here.
No, but like I don't want to like look at stuff and be like, oh, this game's gonna be nice. This thing, like my brain doesn't let me do it anymore. Mostly because I stay too busy with everything we do.
Oh, are you looking forward to Legend of Zelda? Are you a Legend of Zelda fan?
I am not that big of a Legend of Zelda fan. I enjoyed all the Legend of Zeldas, but I wouldn't call myself like the biggest fan of it. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I'm right there with you. Like I haven't played all of them. I've played a good portion of them, but yeah, I would say I'm moderately looking forward to it. I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild. I played it. I played a lot, but I haven't beaten it.
I played a lot of it.
I played a lot of it.
I wish I could give you more, like personally, because it's not like I wanted. I don't care about disappointing you in any sort of way. You're not my father, but
Jesus,
what? What'd I do?
You will disappoint me, son.
I don't care. I personally don't care. Honestly, tell you the truth, now that I thought about it, I have to think back to my head. I want to say I can't wait for the remake of Resident Evil 4.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Well,
that's
supposedly.
What?
No, I'm just saying supposedly it's supposed to come out, but you know how things go.
Well, yeah, it could be delayed. Yeah, you're right.
But still, that's a good game to look forward to.
Yeah, no,
Resident Evil 4 was really good.
That's my favorite Resident Evil.
Oh, nice.
Resident Evil 4, and then second is Resident Evil 7. Or what do they call it? Biohazard.
Hazard?
Yeah.
It's all the Resident Evil 4, that remake, because I enjoyed all the other Resident Evil remakes that were really good.
I still need to freaking finish 2.
Really?
I haven't finished it. I finished 7. I played a lot of 2. I didn't beat it. I didn't beat 8. I have them. I don't have 3. I need to beat 3. It's a lot.
You know what's funny?
What?
There's another. As we talk about Assassin's Creed, there's another Assassin's Creed game coming out this year too.
Oh yeah, there's two, isn't there?
I only know the one. I know.
Oh no, maybe they announced the code name of one.
Yeah,
but I know they're releasing a new one though. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that. And actually, now I actually went on my phone to look up a list. I didn't know this was coming out. The Wolf Among Us is actually.
Wait, it's coming out this year? No.
Yeah, it has a release date for this year.
Wow, they actually had a release date for it?
A date?
I don't know a date, but it says Wolf Among Us 2, 2023.
Oh, okay. So it's just a year. They didn't give like a specific date.
No.
Okay, but so hopefully we'll get.
But I love Telltale games, especially the Wolf Among Us was a great game.
Wolf Among Us is freaking top tier.
Yeah, one of the best Telltale games they did.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that whenever that releases. I'm glad they decided to do it because I remember when Telltale they shut down and then it got canceled, but then somebody bought Telltale and then they rebooted it.
Yes.
So I'm happy about that.
Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. We can always, and then sometime in the year we'll torture producer Jay again by making him do more more Final Fantasy things with 16.
Well, I'll just tell you this: like after my experience, don't expect a lot of PlayStation footage because I really don't want to go through the hassle of setting it up. It's a lot. Granted, I know how to do it now, so it won't take that much longer. But it's a lot to have to set up and then take it away or take it down.
Just the mental anguish from setting it up.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot. PlayStation, get your shit together, please.
Good luck with that one.
I'm just going through this. I didn't know that apparently Hades 2 was supposed to be coming out this year too.
Oh yeah, they announced Hades.
They announced it at the Game Awards. Yeah,
I loved Hades.
Yeah, Hades was a great game.
I
fucking hated it though too. Fuck that. Fuck those.
Yeah, no, that was it was addicting. But see, when I was playing it, I got addicted for like maybe a week, but then I was like, you know what? I'm done.
I love playing it, and it makes me so frustrated. But that's the same reason why I love Cuphead so much.
Oh no, fuck Cuphead.
Yeah, Cuphead.
No. Yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's charming as hell. Like it's very impressionable, like with the style and stuff like that. But fuck that game.
No, I love Cuphead.
He's like, I love it. It's charming. Fuck that game.
That's how you know it was good. Like it was a fantastic game. It reminded me so much of like how the frustration I felt with Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, no, it's that. No, okay. So speaking of Kingdom Hearts, you say you had to finish 3. So the reason why I brought up that it had DLC is because that DLC, oh my god, that shit is infuriating. Because it's like a boss rush. You have to fight all the members of Organization 13.
Again? Oh,
again.
Fuck this.
Yes, you have to fight them again, but they're like hard mode or whatever. But
didn't they? I thought they did that with if you bought it was some sort of collection if you bought it for PlayStation 5 or 4 or any system. I just know from those two. They have like a little thing, I forgot what it's called, but you were facing all their members like on the hardest difficulty.
I think
and Sephiroth. You also got Sephiroth as well on a harder difficulty as well in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard, and I still haven't been. I'll start it again once the freaking Kingdom Hearts 4 gets closer, but I'm not touching that anytime soon.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is fucking ridiculous. I fucking hate this. I love the Kingdom Hearts games. I fucking hate this timeline.
I stopped worrying about the story a long time ago because it's not gonna make any sense.
Oh, I know for a fact it's not. The same way I felt about Final Fantasy. I was like, there's a story here somewhere. I don't know where it went.
Yo, not for nothing. Okay, so like I said, I played the Final Fantasy VII remake for the first time. So that's the first time I'm experiencing that story, and it's very evident that if you never played the original, all of this shit is just like way over your head, and it's just you kind of gotta go with it because I'm assuming like the people who played it were kids, so they didn't really care. It was just like, oh, this is cool, action, all that, and monsters.
But
as an adult, I'm just like, okay, why are there flying robots in like, and why can't I jump to attack them? It's just a lot of questions that I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to ask. I'm just supposed to just go with it.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with the story itself. It was clearly what they're doing because they changed the engine for Final Fantasy VII for that remake.
Yeah,
Because it's supposed to be turn based. They put it more like Kingdom Hearts.
They want, yeah. But even then, it's not entirely like Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's more like you could run around and stuff like that, but it's still semi turn based. It's hard to explain, but it's.
I know. I played it.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It feels fun to play. Like the actual gameplay is fun, but the story is just like
it is kind of all over the place. Like most Square Enix games, you will always find out. Like most animes, in fact.
Yeah, pretty much.
The story goes somewhere. I don't know how we got here, but we're here. I'm sure in my mind it made sense. So now I look back at it, I am confused.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of people already know, like the fans of the original already know the story, so it's like cool to see it in like remade graphics and all that stuff. So it's more nostalgia than anything. But yeah, no, it's hard to follow at times.
It can be, especially if you never played with the original.
Yeah, but
absolutely,
it is what it is.
Producer Jay, do we have time to go into DK Oldies?
Yeah, we could just mention that real quick.
Okay. So I don't know if you've heard, Brother Tay, but DK Oldies.
It's on TikTok. It's a TikTok thing.
It's TikTok controversy in the gaming world.
Let's go.
With DK Oldies is a website where you can purchase older consoles, and a lot of people have been noticing that it's almost like a scam. At least that's what some creators are calling it, simply because the markups for the consoles that they're selling are just absolutely ridiculous, and they don't even come. Unless if you buy a 360, they don't come with the cords and or the original controller. So the markup on the console is probably like 50%, and then the cords you have to pay for separately. Then if you want any controllers. If you want a controller, they'll give you a third-party controller. If you want an original Xbox 360 controller, you have to pay higher premiums. So it's like 150% markup right there. And they're also selling the 360 versions that can get the red rings.
Yeah, they're not refurbished at all.
Yeah, well, they claim that they refurbished them, but a creator brought one. Opened it up and realized they'd never even replaced the thermal paste. So on that particular 360 console, like any day it can have the red ring simply because they never really refurbished them. So they're selling all these consoles, and not just 360. You're talking about everything under the sun.
Yeah,
they have all the old consoles, and they're just upcharging by like 1,000%.
Yeah, there was one I saw where the guy, he went to like local shops and even online on eBay or whatever to see how much it would actually cost to get everything that DK Oldies was selling. And I think with DK Oldies, they charged you an extra $150 for the same thing that you can find elsewhere.
Yeah.
That doesn't... Oh, I just remember with that. I was like, "Why does DK Oldie sound familiar to me?" I had that on TikTok. I just kind of knew it was kind of bullshitty.
Yeah, they got famous because they would film themselves packing people's orders, and then they would throw in like extra goodies, like an extra game or whatever. But it became a meme because they would sometimes throw in something completely unrelated to what the person actually ordered. Like they would order let's say this a Nintendo 64 with WWF No Mercy, and then they would throw in freaking Kirby Adventure, I don't know, Kirby's Dream Land. It's like, why would you give that to them? You clearly know that they're not interested in that if they're buying freaking wrestling games. Why would they want Kirby?
You know, you gotta give them something for free. I mean, they're paying a ton of money for it.
Because Kirby is that homie. Like Kirby B.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit. I would never bother with that.
Yeah, but it also got a little bit ridiculous. Like even DK Oldies had to make some videos in response to people commenting on them because
calling them out on their nonsense.
Yeah. So they made a video.
Control.
Yeah, they made a video and they were like, "Listen, we can take all the hate. We can take all the hate." But then they showed comments that people were talking about, "Oh, we're gonna get our guns. We're coming after you." You know, giving them death threats, and they're like, "Hey, listen, calm down. We can take the hate and the jokes, all the memes. That's fine. But when it gets to the death threats, you know, we're people. We're a small business. You know, yeah." So it got a little bit out of hand. There, of course, is always going to get a little out of hand. You know,
something always goes crazy like that. I'm never surprised because that's just the way the internet works.
Of course. Yeah, so they had to make a response video on that. So at least they were taking the criticism / hate well, but they weren't taking the death threats well. Nobody.
I feel like that should just. That should just be the standard.
Yeah,
death threats is standard. Like, hey, hey, you can talk bad about us. You can say whatever you want. Please don't threaten to kill my kids.
Yeah, that's not cool. No matter what you do.
Don't try to come to my house. Don't dox me. I hate when people do that shit. Not that my brain went back to like when people used to like send SWAT teams on streamers.
Yeah, swatting.
I'm like, yo, that's a dangerous thing. Why do people find this so funny?
Low. Yeah. Anyway, I hate to end it on a sour note, but
that's my job. What are you talking about?
That's gonna do it for us. I had a good time. It's a new year. New you, new us.
No who? I'm the same motherfucker. What's good? I lied.
Follow us on all our socials. It's on the link tree in the description. And we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Later.
Yes.